Okay. Hold it. You're not gonna hear me. I go to the bathroom first.
I bet.
By the end of the month, by the end of the year. Okay, okay, I'll get that.
That's working fine.
Okay. Look at Nootbaar. Oh, you didn't see him? We're in the NLCS. We're not batting well, but it's 182. We've been walked twice as well, so I want to have a big series here because it is the NLCS, and we usually do perform better in the NLCS than we do in the NLDS. We're batting like 111 against righties, and we're batting 500 against lefties. So we're actually struggling against righties, which is something we usually don't. We're also 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. So yeah, we need to step it up because we ain't gonna win nothing, especially since we already. You don't need to close the door, bro. Especially since, we are. I said you don't need to close the door, bro. Molly, you don't need to close it. In case someone calls it, I don't want to have to scream. Okay, so let's hope to have a good series here against the Braves. Which 1 through 5 is batting above 400 almost. Every batter, their 1 through 5 batters are batting almost above. All of them are batting 380 or their 1 through 5 in their order is all batting 400, but their number 3 batter is batting 385, bro. We might lose this series. It's very possible we could lose this series. This could be the last episode of the 7th season. And if we do, then we won't do an episode of this tomorrow because we usually like to try to have a fresh season on Mondays. We usually like to start the season on Monday. Because then we can do April. We can do April, Monday, May, Tuesday, June, Wednesday, July, Thursday, August, Friday.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to.
Oh my God, I can't be missing that slider. I cannot be. I was not expecting him to throw a slow slider. I was not expecting this slider to be that slow. Oh my God, we should be up 1-0 after that. Hey, we put the ball in play. The base hit. Still doesn't beat the fact that should have been a home run. And William Contreras, who was the team's probably not going to bring him back. He's not having a great postseason. He had an okay regular. He actually was really good in regular season. Didn't hit as many homers as we were hoping. Bringing him in to face mostly righties. He didn't hit many homers. He actually hit 20 less than he did last season. But he did get on base at an elite rate. A lot better than last season. I don't know. I think, yeah, they just signed him to a 1-year deal. No contract option or anything. He's an outright free agent. So we don't have his rights or anything. We're going to try to steal here. And it's the lines up like first. So he doesn't have a player option or a club option. So he's a free agent next season. Which I think the team bringing him in was more for, because it's actually really good we brought him in because we would have our catcher would be Austin Allen. Because Joey Bart is so injury prone, man. He's out again, and he's probably out for the entire playoff. He's still out 1 to 2 months, so you know he's out for this series. And he was really good coming back before, I think, after the All-Star break, because he was hurt. And after the All-Star break, he was doing really good. And at the end of the season, he got hurt.
First and second, 1 out. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. If you don't get ahead in the count, forget about having any success.
You know that our average went up like 250 from one hit? That's because we've been walked so much. And because of that, I'm taking this pitch as well. I mean, I would have took that anyway. There's no way I was going to be able to hit that ball anyway.
With him coming out of the left-handed batter's box, you really need somebody to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn too quickly.
The padding.
Kicks and fires.
Oh, we early. It's because we're early. That might be deep enough to tag. I mean, it is Acuna's arm. They're not going to risk it. Smart idea. He probably would have been out. It's a great throw. Come on. We're now 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. We need this. That would have been a ball. It would have been a ball.
And that is the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Matt Olson next up for the Braves.
I think the beginning of next season, depending on how much our overall drops from turning 31, I think we're going to put it on all-star difficulty. Because I've been doing ranked seasons and I'm on all-star on that. Now, I know we did just lose our last, I think we did just, because I did one last night off stream, we lost. I just left. I wasn't feeling it. The dude was using Kerry Wood, and that slurve is so stupid. I hate slurves. We were using, I think it was AJ Burnett we were using. His ERA is up to 9 now. I mean, he was a sweat. He was a sweat, man. That's a base hit. That's a double. We go for 3. Screw it. We're going 3. We're going to try to get a runner. We're going to try to be a third, and we're going to be out. Great throw from Michael Harris out there in the center. You can't blame me for going 3. That ball was hit all the way to the wall. Look at that cannon. Absolute cannon from Michael Harris. I mean, he has it. Yeah, 97 arm. And that was what Brian Anderson, who also was at 96. I mean, we were. Or was that Brian Anderson? Or who's at the third? Who's the cutoff man? Because Brian Anderson has been a third. Who they got third? Oh, they got Moncada. See, that was Brian Anderson's absolute can. Because yeah, I was screwed either way. Because 98 from Harris out in center, all the way from the wall on a ball hit all the way to the wall. 98 from there, and then 92 from Anderson from second. The cuff man all the way to third. I was screwed. I should have looked before I did that. I shouldn't have tested it. I mean, we still up 5-3, so.
Nootbaar settles underneath it. And there's one down.
We start this series off, what, 2-3?
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked it outside.
I mean, we have not. I mean, we're 5 for 3. We're up 5-3 on 10 hits. They are up. They're only down by 2, and we are hitting them 10-4.
Pitch, hit that ball
So we are. I guess we are. We are like, taking advantage of scoring position with 10 hits and 5 runs. But still, it's 5 runs on 10 hits, and it's only a 2-run game, and we have 10 hits. They're 4. Like, it should not be this close. Alright, for real. Let's see if Josh Hader can close it here and get the final out. On 0-2 to Acuna. What a diving play in the game! And we get the diving play in the game! That's a double minimum. But we make a great diving play to rob Acuna of that base hit, because if I just run there, that's getting down. I had to dive for that, and I wasn't sure if I timed it right, but I timed it perfectly.
One final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
A 5-3 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shampi saying so long.
No errors. They left 12 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error.
How many runners did we leave on? 1, 3 right there, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we left 8 on 11 hits. How many? Keep batting. How many did I leave on? So we came up in third. So right there, I left 2 on. There's another one left on. That's 4 I've left on. Okay, so I only left 4 on that game out of the of what I said, like 8. So that's half. I left half of them on. Great game. Ohtani once again. He only allowed 3 this game, and he allowed like 1 or 2 in his first start. In his in the first game in the NLCS, he left 1 on. It's a 2.40 ERA with 12 Ks and 15 innings. He's 2-0. And now we got Montgomery, who's has a 1.50 ERA with 3 Ks and 6 innings. And then the third game, McGreevy, who didn't get a win, he didn't get a loss, because that was our bullpen. I forgot who got the win. I think it was Grant Gavish. He had a 4.50 ERA in that game against the Pine Range. In the sweep we won. And Palante hasn't pitched, and then this should right here should be that the one dude, I can't remember his name, like Hannock or whatever it is. Jeff Panic. He had a pretty solid season, all things considered. 20 games started, 20 out of the 22 games were starts. Mainly because I think the 2 other games he played were when he was still in the bullpen before he got Luis Castillo when this guy got higher overall. I mean, in 20 of his starts, he had 15 quality starts. He allows about 1 walk. He allows about 1 walks plus hits per inning. So he allows about 1 walk or hit per inning. But only 36 walks in 20 starts and 134 innings, 100 hits. He allowed a lot of homers. That's probably the one thing that I don't like. He does excel at limiting base hits and walks. Yeah, because Castillo overall, he started about 12 games. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't good. Yeah, I was gonna say what really hurt him. He had 7 quality starts in his 13. You know what? That's more than half of the games he started in as a starter were quality starts. His 12 starts were quality starts. It ain't too bad. Syndergaard was pretty good in the bullpen this year, the long relief. Thad, not too bad. On Newcomb wasn't too bad. Grant, who's been pretty good for us. Dustin Brule was really good. Cabrera, was good. And Haters, man hasn't allowed an earned run in this postseason. Ohtani has been like the difference maker because of how bad he was this year in the regular season. His worst season as a starter. His best season is offensively with us. So now we're batting 267 now. A lot better in this series. So let's do this. We play this game at home and 3 games in a row away in Atlanta. So Flaherty on the mound for them. Let's do this. Before I started this series, I didn't even look to see if they moved Albert down to AAA because he should have been in the righty side. I don't know. I think they'd be stupid not to move him down to take him off the playoff roster. I mean, in the elimination in the 3rd game of that NLDS against the Padres where we eliminated him, he went 3 for 4 in that game. He also was batting .333 and he also had a homer. He did better than us in that series. Now, we did do great in the first game of the series. We went 2 for 4 with a double.
It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows
First.
and off the field.
And a pitch.
I'm still upset about that slider that was in the top zone. That one, that's going to haunt me for a while.
And the right-hander deals.
The fact that I swung, not even the fact that I swung. I swung way too damn early.
Kicks and deals. That's hard hit in the line. Harris breaks it over to make the catch.
Not fooled at all right.
Here's the worst thing is, we're hitting better against lefties. Now to be fair, you tend to face more righties than you do lefties. But we're batting like 1-something against righties. We shouldn't be doing that. Look at our stats.
He was only 20 years old, and he is one of the
we're coming off
talents in baseball right now. They get the out on Acuna. 2 away now.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 1.
Here's Matt Olson.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
And a pitch. Runner on the go. That to right. Nootbaar settles underneath it and makes the grab. And that is that. One left for Atlanta, but they're on top, 1-0. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Great speed.
So in real life, it's been about 88 years. 89, 99, 1, 92, 93, 90, no, 87.
Whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
And now it's 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it is gone.
Second of the postseason, first of a series, and Michael Harris almost robbed it. I thought he was going to, because last night I did the ranked seasons. I crushed a ball with Griffey, the 99, Takahashi. I crushed it to dead center in the same ballpark, and the dude robbed me of a homer with Griffey's ball. I was so mad because if y'all watched my last ranked season thing, we did the debut Bob and Griffey. Griffey was getting so screwed over in that episode.
Best athletes in the sport. And the next pitch is way outside. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's William Contreras. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And he walked it.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was
Also, me and Rob, I might Rob.
This is Dylan Carlson.
It's been such
I might join him and do one maybe.
Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That one to first.
Inning comes out in like 2 days.
So 3 left for St. Louis.
I was going to suggest we could do Halloween 2018 because I think that might be on Peacock, and then we could do Halloween Kills.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense. You think about that great arm.
I also think about
so when
he can get on, that's going to give a one.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The first baseman, Matt.
On to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Lars.
And there's ball 4.
That pitch is in.
Nootbaar.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right
Two. I think 2. We actually got walked. Both or 2 walks were actually came in the first game of the NLCS, I think.
He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boo, he's so valuable. Does a good job behind the plate, but
There you go,
offensively,
steal.
he's a middle.
Oh, that's getting down. We're going 3. Oh, that's Michael Harris, though. Ooh, we saved.
This guy is able to add runs by
Just enough speed. The Dangers won their game. 5-3, thanks to Trey Turner's big game.
This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, he can't take your eye off him.
I think he's won theirs. As soon as we'll run. The Guardians were up 1-0 thanks to a Miles Straw home run to lead off the second. I think it was to lead off the second. I'm not sure. Off Garrett Cole. And then I think the bottom of the same inning, I think, or it might have been the bottom of the 3rd. Harrison Bader hits his first home run, I believe, with the Yankees. ever with the Yankees, and it came to tie the game in his first postseason with the Yankees.
And that one is lifted in the
And
air.
then I think, and they just piled it on after that. Donaldson hit one after that, and I think the Guardians tied it. I think after that, they tied it like 2-2, and then Rizzo I think hit like a 2 or 3 run bomb, and that kind of sealed the deal for the Yanks. They won. Astros came back after the Mariners were up, I think 7-5. Yeah, 7-5, and they brought Robbie Ray in to face Jordan with the runners at first and second.
It was a close 2-run game.
Now keep in mind, Robbie Ray, I think he pitched the second game. And he pitched the second game, I think. Yeah, when they swept the Rays. Was it Rays they faced? Was it the Blue Jays? They weren't did they sweep the Blue Jays? I can't remember if they swept the Blue Jays or not. No, we have the chance to take a 3-game lead here. I'm gonna find it.
Fans, here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. For Game 2 of the American League Championship Series, the Red Sox smacked 15 team hits as they got the extra inning victory over the Blue Jays, 6-3. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, that's what Blue Jays. And Robbie Ray pitched that second game. Oh, I didn't mean to simulate that. Whoops, we lost. We lost 13-14.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to
Because they put up a 5 spot on us in the 7th. I mean, we also did put a 5 spot on them in the 3rd. Lars Nootbaar went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. I did not mean to simulate that. William Contreras went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. But Dylan Carlson had a huge game, 4 for 5, and drove in 6 of her 13 runs. God, Carlson. He's batting .320. Ohtani had a pretty good game. He went 2 for 5 hitting with an RBI. He drove in 1. Everyone got a hit in the lineup but William Contreras. And he also had a sac fly. Everyone got a hit for them in their lineup but Anderson. And Matt Olson had a huge game, and Mio Moncada. Matt Olson drove in 5 of their 14 runs, and Moncada drove in 4 of them. But between those two, those two combined drove in 9 of their 14 runs. Was it a walk-off? No, it wasn't. I'm dumb. We scored 1 in the 9th. In the 9th, we tried. Cody, bro, the starting pitchers for both teams had a bad game. McGreevy, I mean, Mize, innings-wise, pitched better because he pitched into the 4th. Pitched 3.1. He got 1 out in that 4th. McGreevy was only able to pitch 1.5 innings, so he was only able to pitch 2 innings. He was only able to pitch it into the 2nd to get those 2 outs. He allowed 5 earned, 5 walks, only 1 K on 4 hits in 1.5 innings. And then, Syndergaard, who we were just raving about, was pitched great 4 innings, but he gave up 5 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks. And then Ward gave up, what was that? So that's 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. So Syndergaard pitched into the 7th. Ward came in the 7th, gave up 4 out of the 5 in the 7th. And Newcomb blew the save Oh my. And then it didn't help like Gavin came in and gave up 2 in the 8th. Oh my. That's a bad game. They did. They sent Albert down to double A. Are you freaking kidding me? Why would they send him down to double A after he was great in the postseason? Well, we don't need 3 catchers, bro. He tore his hamstring, like right before the end of the season. Palante has not pitched this postseason, so, and we are going to Atlanta. We already lost the first game in Atlanta, so. But yeah, so the Mariners were up 7-5. They bring in Robert, who just pitched like 2 days before this game, and they bring him in after the dude walked. I think it was Altuve, I think it was. Or it might have been a base hit. And they bring in Robbie Ray to try to get the final out, which is Jordan. Which Jordan's already like 1 for 2, I think, or 1 for 3. Jordan comes up and hits a walk-off 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th, and the Astros take game 1. 8-7 after being down 7-5. And the Mariners, they came out like they did in the first game against the Blue Jays. They came out and scored like 4 runs in the first 2 innings.
Absolutely moved, and it is a factor in his game. Moved to first. Lewis dives back in safely. One now.
Ooh, good change.
Hit extremely hard right at him if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Lewis at first, 1 gone.
The Braves almost came back and tied the game with the Phils. Oh, that ball. Get out of here, ball. It's the top of the green of the wall. It's the top of the green pad. The Braves were getting demolished by the Phillies, bro. In that first game, like, it was not a good first game. For Max Fried or the offense, like, they were down like 7-1, like the entire game. Because Travis d'Arnaud hit a homer. Travis d'Arnaud drove in 3 of their 6 runs. We're gonna score. We're gonna take a 2-0 early lead.
It's 2-0.
Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach is
they scored because the Phillies put up 2 in the first. Because Acuna, with 2 outs, a ball was hit right in front of him. He's like, yeah, I ain't gonna hustle for that. I'm just gonna let that drop in front of me, and that scored a run. So 2-0 after the first, and then Travis d'Arnaud hits an absolute 430 foot homer to make it a 2-1 game. That is gonna score a run, possibly not in time. So 5-0. Then the Phillies scored 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th.
And just a triple and home run away from the
and right there, it's 7-1. The Braves put 2 up in the 5th. No scores from either team in the 6th, 7th, or 8th, or the 9th. And then the bottom of the 9th, Matt Olson hits a 3-run homer to make it a 1-run game. William Contreras.
When you're talking about a guy that's,
I think it was William Contreras. Yeah, he was up to bat. There's 1 out. Because is that gone? That's gone! Oh my! 8-0. William Contreras. against his former team hits a 3-run bomb to make it 8-0.
He handled a pretty good changeup down in the zone right there. To me, that says he was looking down, and that's why.
Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Austin Riley.
High in the air, out to right. Nootbaar drifts towards it, hauls it in for the out.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Gansby.
And welcome back. Chance Cisco to the plate now.
Leading up for the Braves, the catcher, Chance Cisco.
And the righty deals. That one hit to right. Brings it in with a nice running grab. One away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Brian.
2 outs, base is empty. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a 1-1.
Ball in.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
In the air, right field. Nootbaar settles under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Lars Nootbaar.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The wind of the pitch. In the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Redbirds down quietly as it remains an 8-0 game. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the inning. Matt Olson up to the plate. The pitch.
For the Braves, the first baseman.
That one blasted deep to right. That's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Next pitch is outside.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Righty to the plate. Rip to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. The 2-run shot, and they add a couple more. It's 12-0.
That 112, 111 off the bat, and that's again 12-9. We ain't gonna blow that. We take the 3-1 commanding lead, holding them to 3 hits. We put up 8 in the first 2 innings, and then we put up 2 in back-to-backs.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you
Time
just
of the
got to
ball
tip
game,
your cap.
3 hours and 26 minutes.
And we have a chance to advance to the World Series here.
Good morning,
To take
everyone.
on,
Welcome to Inside the
right
Show,
now,
your
Boston's
source
up
for all
2-1.
postseason
Take on,
news. Here's a recap of
or
yesterday's Major League
Toronto.
Baseball.
Have we ever faced Boston in this, throughout these soon to be 7 games, so far, these 6 playoff series we've had? Well, actually, we've only missed the playoffs once, and that was the first year, I believe. We missed it once. And I know we didn't, and I know there's the 1 year where we didn't get to World Series about, 2 times so far in this series? And we've missed the playoffs once, and it was the first.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. First pitch moments away. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Jackson. I'm going to report on him, Chris.
I don't know if she
Try
has.
to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
What was that off the bat?
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a
Oh, how
cookie
hard was
down
that
the middle.
hit?
I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball.
I have to go look at the goddamn game log. 112 off the bat.
Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of him. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That's the third.
Double play. I don't need it.
Moncada tossed to first. And that is that. The Cards leave one. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the first. And on the hill, the big righty, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Lars
On the ground.
Oh, we grounder.
He'll do it himself. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the
Thank
defense
you.
work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. Isbell at third with 2 away.
Oh, we on that. We are under it.
That's back.
That's gone.
Turning, looking,
Second
and that
one.
one is gone. He powers one out to right field, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Knew what pitch he wanted.
I'll
Now
be right
over
back.
St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
We are. Nine out the way. I'm going to the World Series for back-to-back.
Center, Harris moving under.
Yeah.
That's that. So
You're doing right better than I am.
But they're in Lars Nootbaar.
Oh yeah, it's over. 7-0. Donnie, oh game. Two hits allowed here.
Here's a 2-1. In the air, left side. Kelman sizing this one up.
That good,
No
so.
trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the third out of the inning. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, Dua. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Braves nothing. Stepping in, Michael Harris for the fourth time tonight. Singing, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered back there.
And 1 out remains. For the Cardinals go to the World Series for once again for back-to-back years. And we are going to the World Series again. Back-to-back World Series appearances. That is the... What the... Because we won the World Series every year we've been in it.
Congratulations to the National League champions. These guys clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it, fellas, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St.
Great game.
on 10 hits.
From our time. 12 Ks, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 9 innings of work. This is the World Series once again. Just so 15. So that's we boosting up the hitting difficulty at the All-Star. Screw it. Pitching's already up the legend. We already have the playing. We have it on simulation. We could put the competitive. Bro, we do not need Tyler Malone, bro. Bring him to the playoff roster. What are we doing? Bring goalie too. Bro, we don't need Tyler Malone. Who we gonna face in the World Series? Boston's up 3-2. It's gonna be Boston.
Hello,
We're gonna be
baseball
facing
fans.
the
Thanks for
Boston
joining
Red
us on this
Sox in
October
the
morning.
World
Here's
Series
what's going on around the league as
tomorrow.
the postseason rolls on. In Game 6 of the American League Championship Series, the Red Sox beat the Blue Jays in Toronto, clinching the American League pennant.
Now, you
They
know
will
today's
represent the
Wednesday,
AL in the
so
World Series
Friday
starting in a couple of
we won't be
days.
doing an
And that's all
episode
for today's show.
of this,
See you back here tomorrow
but
for another
instead
postseason recap. Have a great day.
we're gonna be doing an episode of the Cardinals franchise. Instead, but this is how we. You saw how we were batting coming into the NLCS. We were batting coming into the NLCS. Coming out of the NLCS, we were batting like 186. Coming and now going and that's our stats in the NLCS basically. 3 homers in that series. We had 3 RBIs in that series. We had 8 in the NLCS. We drove in 8 in those 5 games. We hit 3 homers. Our batting average from 186 to 406 went up a whole like almost 300 batting average. Carlson was great. Montgomery, our pitching was great. Other than McGreevy got rocked in that game 4. Kyle Isbell's been great. Royce Lewis has been okay. Palante was amazing. Contreras is batting better than 0.84 or whatever. Arenado, who's down to an 82. I mean, he still has. I mean, after this, he has 3 years left on his deal. I mean, he did give us a pretty good season. He gave us 28 homers. Cabrera got rocked. I forgot. But Waters was okay in his 4 at bats. He got rocked too. Oh, and Newcomb. Oh, the bullpen got rocked. I kind of forgot about that. The bullpen got rocked. Oh, the pen got absolutely rocked. At least Justin Brawl was the only one that didn't get rocked. Cabrera got rocked. Thad got rocked. Newcomb got rocked. Daphne got rocked. The entire pen got rocked in that series against the Braves. I mean, well, Hader's being Josh Hader. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 56 and for the World Series against the Boston Red Sox. And then Friday I'll see you for I guess we'll do a new episode of the Cardinals franchise. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.